U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Tonight, we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the 49ers of Sacramento taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. This 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. It got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 67 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard. At their own 21. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. To throw is Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he will have a Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Cousins. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Play fake. Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd and short. You look at this Niner defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
A first down throw for Cousins. Pass complete to Addison. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the Vikings at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
And you and I both know, always a tough travel week with all the distractions. And you'd love to have the week off afterward, but that's not the case here. At the very least, you know they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was certainly not a trip to remember.
Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Good route here.
Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Purdy. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground. Brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here's Ryan Wright now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be too high. Out of throws it incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Second and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Cousins. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Purdy now to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target. Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. Connecting here with Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Purdy from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, we got
the Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Cousins now to throw on first down. He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Looking deep for Jennings. That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Do it. Game's not over. Why are you giving up?
Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Ball now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he stopped immediately there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the 49er 1st down.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point try now for Moody. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Niners 28, Vikings
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll give this to Akers running right. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Cousins to throw it. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Akers will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne from a yard out. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 32 yards. And the 49ers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Now Moody for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Fred Warner. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Purdy bootlegging it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't it speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam, and he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. A turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 81 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
He's got it at the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One last shot now for Cousins. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Sacramento, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.